Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined today by Mark Edwards, Managing Director of Prodigy Gold. It's great to see you again, Mark, and you're back in the office.
Yes, back in the office, and it's good to be back in Darwin, enjoying the weather.
Now, you have just released your quarterly review to the market. Can you give us a bit of insight as to the headlines?
So yeah, probably the most important things we talked about in the quarterly was the results of the scoping study, and then just providing an update on Twin Bonanza, as well as receiving a grant for the co-funding. So yeah, some good news came out in the quarter. Not so much field work, but some of the things we've been working on over the last sort of 6 to 12 months.
You just mentioned the scoping study at Hyperion. We talked about that very recently, of course, but for any investors who missed that interview, can you give us an update of where are you at?
So yeah, the scoping study was a massive step for Prodigy Gold to get away from the Greenfields Explorer into looking at how we can develop our assets. So yeah, Hyperion, it's shown it is a quality asset for us. It's an unmined resource. About 4.2 billion tonnes at 1.9 for 260,000 ounces with an NPV at a 10% rate of around 107 million. But that was all calculated at a low gold price of $4,250 Aussie an ounce. So very, very positive. It shows the deposit really does have a development upside to it in an area that's up and coming, and we've got neighbours now looking to try and restart operations. And look, we have been in negotiations with Tanami Gold about what we can do there, but that's still progressing. But Hyperion for us, it's just showed it is a quality asset, and it's in our stables, and it's 100% Prodigy Gold.
And you also mentioned in your review, you talked about the co-funding. So the NT government, of course, is co-funding a deep diamond hole at Hyperion. What is it that you're hoping to find?
So it's targeting an IP geophysical anomaly, which shown there is potential for sulfides at depth. It's over 300 metres from our closest wireframe from our recent resource update. So it is a really big step out. Hence why I got co-funding, because that's what the government's looking for, is trying to advance our geological understanding of the deposit. So while it is brownfields, it is a significant step out. So what we're seeing, this will tie into the CSIRO study that we've had underway since the end of last year on our previous drilling. And if we see mineralisation in this, it'll be a real big step for us. Include that into that study and better understand the structural and geochemical controls of mineralisation. But being a step out, it'll highlight the potential for underground mining at Hyperion if it's successful.
Now we also talked very recently about Old Pirate and your ore sorting results there. Do you have any updates for us on that project?
So we're still progressing with our approvals at Old Pirate. That's turning into a bit of a priority for us now. We've got most of them. EIS is still in place. EPBC is done. We're now working on a mining licence under the NT government regulations and the NT EP Act. So, that is the next step for us, and we're working towards trying to develop that now. We've just brought on an environmental manager who's now working directly with us, and that's her role now, is to assist us getting our approval so we can start mining there, most likely in the new year, after the upcoming wet season.
All right, so when are we likely to be speaking to you next, Mark?
Well, we're just about to start drilling again, so I reckon that'll be a big step for us. The first hole will be the co-funded hole. It's pegged, it's ready to be cleared, and then we're hoping to get drilling there towards the end of August or maybe early September when the rig becomes available. It's just mobilising to another program for another company, and once it's finished that, it'll come across to us. So that'll be the next big news for us. We're also looking to report on where we're at with the CSIRO study. So we're hoping that'll all come out in the near future, and it'll all be positive news for Prodigy.
Great. Looking forward to hearing from you again, Mark. Thanks so much for giving us your time today.
All right. Thanks, Ariel.